What we're doing is we're going to a chemical plant today. We've got the ideal setup. We're not out in the field with all the noise and everything. We're in the shop where it's very controlled, and you can really, it's really hard to get a video camera out into the field with all the permits and everything we need. So this is a really good opportunity for you to see how to set the auto variable fans, okay? But the fan we're working on today is a Hudson fan. All auto variable fans work very, very similar in manner, which we're going to explain in a second. Now, the big thing you need to do is make sure that you have the proper instructions for the auto variable fan. This is the Hudson instructions. They should come with the fan when we supply it. They're not always there. They're on the website, or you can get a hold of myself and Mike Norgren and we can help you out with that. I read through these installation instructions for the auto variable fan, and it really doesn't do an extremely good job of actually showing you how to adjust and reset all the internals on the auto variable. So that's kind of why we're doing this video here today. Now, talking about Hudson's website, all fan manufacturers have great websites and great information. If you go onto the Hudson website, there's a maintenance manual. It's 15 pages long, and it does go into pretty good detail on how to do everything that you're going to see in this video today. The problem is we don't always read all the manuals that come with them. There's 10 pages here, 15 pages here. You've got sometimes 25 pages of reading. It's pretty hard to expect the craftsman to always read all the instructions. So that's again what the purpose of this video is today, is to show you how to set the finer things on an auto variable fan. It is a Hudson fan we're working on today. Okay, here we are at the shop with an auto variable fan. We've got everything set up here. Here's where we check oil, and here's where we grease the rotary valve. But what we're going to do is we're going to check the range spring in here, because we would like to get the 15-degree range spring. We think we have the 20. So once we take the positioner off, guys, we should be able to see all the springs and the adjustments and everything down and below, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Perfect.
It's like triple one on that thing, right? That's 100 looking good.
What's that coming out of there? Hey, there's one spring. Okay, so what we got here is we've got actually a purple, white, purple. When we're greasing this nipple,
Where's
this grease nipple does not actually grease this. This really needs to be taken apart, and we'll have to check with Hudson to find out how often, but really that should be, that position should last a long time as long as it's the right grease, and that's the other thing I want to check is what grease we're using, okay? Okay, so we're going to actually take these, we're going to take the nuts, we're going to take that spring out of there, aren't we? That's the next step. That whole range spring. Yep. Exactly, perfect.
We're going to need to take the pinch bar and get off the tin.
Now that spring is loaded against the top one, so that's not got any energy in there, does it? No.
No.
It's still, it should be trapped within the top nut.
Yes.
Perfect, okay. Just think of my garage door, what not to do. Have you ever adjusted one of those garage doors? They're pretty, I got the tools and I know how to do it, but...
Kill you.
All right. Okay. Okay.
So yeah.
So this is what we're going, okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to count the number of turns that's already preloaded at the factory. Should be about 10. That will relieve that. When we get to this, we should be able then to set the minimum, as simple as that. These are the minimum right here. Well, Kevin, what do you got here? This is your test stand. So what's the maximum air pressure coming into this for the test stand?
100 psi.
So you got 100 psi. Okay,
South?
perfect. And
Sure.
according to Hudson, we should have maximum, well, maximum pitch is really the air's off.
Correct.
So what kind of pressure range are they asking for in the manual on this?
Well, so the positioner is going to be 3 to 15.
3 to 15. So that should, from 3 to 15 should give us our maximum range that we would set the stop at. Okay, perfect. 10?
So it's loose at 10.
Loose at 10. Okay, so that's exactly the way the manual is. Okay.
Do some good bunny hop.
Wow.
Hold that onto your shoe.
Okay, so right now this thing is, what's our, Kevin, can we reverse this to the lowest pitch? Perfect. And see how simple this is? What do we got down there?
Okay.
We got, and what do you guys think you want on this one?
-6.
Okay, so
0 airflow.
so that's as simple, if we could just adjust those two nuts to,
Turn in.
yeah, minus, to be at -6.
Yep.
We're gonna put it all back together and away we go.
Yeah, so right now you're 20 degrees deflection, right?
We're gonna,
This is where, that's what I'm saying, for nice round numbers, if we go +10, -5,
I like that.
15-degree range spring.
Work again.
Then we're done. Yeah.
Give her a pull there, Bill.
But just to show the adjustment, this is cool.
Try that.
So Kevin, you've got it set at basically -6. Okay, perfect. -6. We're adjusting the nut.
We're on -5.
Fine tuning it. Confirming. Okay.
Big old coarse threads on there. A little tough to fine tune.
So just like a surgeon's hand, eh? This is a little sensitive, isn't it? Okay, and we got down there. Kevin's just doing the final adjustment.
So it depends how much tension I put on this thing right now, too, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're at -11. +11 there.
We're kind of splitting hairs, though. Really, all we want to do is get it down to a pretty reasonable minus so that we're not flowing. We're tightening up the jam nuts,
Drop on the spring.
back on the spring, and
Check it
back
one more
together.
time.
Want to check it one more time? Does that seem good?
Pretty good.
Okay. And the final thing, the guys are gonna put 10 turns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 turns. We're good to go. Back to factory setting. So what was that? Was there a spigot in there?
Two alignment.
Oh, there is alignment dowels. Okay, so the alignment dowels are right here. Okay, perfect.
Are you missing the bolt?
Yep.
I think one fell. Oh, you got it.
Have that one too.
Just making sure. That's an interesting point on the grease. I will check with that. You know what? We're putting back in the purple, white purple, till we get the right range spring. And then this will do all over again, right?
You got the air pressure down. That's right.
Oh, so just to explain, so Kevin, this one would be what?
0 to 100 pounds.
And that's the instrument line, which is
Signal line.
signal line. Signal line, instrument line. Okay. Oh, okay, I see what it is. So we're taking this cap off and we're gonna adjust, we're gonna adjust this all the way down, put 3 PSI and reset it. Okay, let's do that.
This is the easiest part when you got that thing. When you're up on top and you're trying to feel if it moves or not.
So he's got it, he's already got the PSI that you want, and you're just looking for slight movement, are you, Thor? So did that little adjustment do anything for us?
Big time.
Yeah, and then you're going to put the cap back on, we're good to go. Actually, this was a good exercise. thanks for spending the time with us today. I hope you got something out of everything that we've talked about. Feel free to get a hold of me or Mike Norgren or your Motion Canada or your Motion Industries rep, and we will get you as much information. This is just kind of a tip of the iceberg, what we're covering here today. We have a lot of information. We're very enthusiastic to help you solve your problems. Thank you very much.